We're in Budapest, Hungary for the FINA World Championships, and this is our very first counterattack on a boat. Hi everyone, Greg Mescall here, coming to you from a ferry. This is how the teams get to the World Championship each day from the city of Budapest on to Margaret Island. And we start first, of course, with the FINA World Championships. Team USA men and women getting underway this week at the beautiful facility on Margaret Island. Let's get you caught up on all the results so far here in Budapest. It's been a great start here in Budapest for the USA women. They defeated South Africa 24-2 in their opening round matchup. Jamie Nuschel with a game-high 6 goals there. And then they took on Spain. USA-Spain, it's become one of the best rivalries in women's water polo. The latest matchup goes to Team USA. They defeat Spain 12-8. 3 goals apiece for Maddie Musselman and Kylie Nuschel. Team USA now in the driver's seat to win their group, with New Zealand upcoming, likely headed towards a bye, and then a quarter-final matchup. More details to come, but after their first 2 games, caught up with Coach Adam Krikorian, Jamie Nuschel, and Elise Williams on the squad's efforts through 2 matches.
I think it was fun. Everybody was excited. We have a lot of returners, new players. I'm a new player, so just getting used to the environment and seeing people in the stands in this beautiful facility was a lot of fun. I think I was just on the back end of a really good movement by my teammates, and I was the recipient of some great passes. That's kind of how it is on this team. We're really movement-based, and anyone can get it open on any given day, so I think it was a lot of that today.
Yeah, I think just incorporating them in. I think there's big expectations, obviously, when you join a team like this, and those expectations I believe that they help us rise to a certain level, and they add a little bit of pressure, which is good, but at the same time, just kind of getting them comfortable and confident with the group as well. And I think that's always difficult for not just our team, for every team in the first year of a quad. And we'll see. This is obviously a great test for us to see just how effective we've been in that over this short process that we've had training.
I think, to start the game, obviously we started well, but I think we prepared really well before the game even started. Our warm-up, our focus, our preparation was kind of spot on, and so that just led into our game, and everyone was working together. We had a flow. Our passes were great, our releases were on time, everything just seemed to mesh well for us.
As for the USA men, they took on Croatia, and if that team seems familiar, it should, because it was the 7th meeting between the 2 teams since June 9th, the latest going to Croatia. They win it 12-7, despite 2 goals from Luka Cupido. Still some more work to be done in group play for the United States. They have Russia, they have Japan upcoming. That will determine their fate the rest of the way here at the FINA World Championships. Coach Dejan Udovičić joining us after the loss to Croatia.
We knew that before we came here that, for us, every game will be, like crucial game, dead or alive, and very important, with the newcomers, with their, for them will be, for a lot of players will be, the first tournament on this level, and at least I'm hoping that we will have a little bit relief in upcoming game from that part, that we will play, without, let's say, without to be so much nervous, or in the same time to respect so much opponents, It's not a normal thing, but, we need to get through those things.
Now we turn to the U.S. Open of Water Polo, high-level women's club action this past weekend up in Berkeley, California. By now, the veterans, the New York Athletic Club, defeated the up-and-comers, the women's junior national team. Let's get you caught up on all the highlights of the gold medal match and the bronze. Up to the Speaker Aquatics Complex we go. Cal Berkeley, the site, 3rd place action. SoCal taking on Cardinal. Little SoCal versus NorCal. Early on, Cardinal turns to Katie Dudley. She opens the scoring at the 4:38 mark on the breakaway sprint. 1-0 Stanford in front. Not long after, SoCal turns to Kara Borkovic. She gets her team on the board. We're all even at 1. Cardinal goes back to Cat Clash. She scores on the dish from Dudley. Cardinal in front, 2-1. Back we go. SoCal, Reagan Castillo closing the first quarter with an assist from Corinna Toledo. It's a 2-2 game, close early on. Moving on now, Class assisting Dudley other way around here to open the second, just like she did in the first. It's a 3-2 game for the Cardinal. After Cat Class converted on the penalty shot, SoCal turns to Danielle Ayala. She gets one back here, and we're within one. It's a 4-3 game. Turning point coming up here for SoCal. Kiana Eldridge goes high upper right corner. We are tied at 4. Then Eldridge scoring again on the dish from Mary Brooks, and SoCal has their first lead of the match. They're ahead 5-4. Brooks loses her cap, but not the ball or the goal. Buries this one. It's a 2-goal advantage now for SoCal, 6-4. Third quarter action, 5:09 left in the period, and it's a hat trick for Class on the assist from Cassidy Wiley. Cardinal not done yet. It's 6-5. Back-to-back goals for SoCal as they try and pull away. The second coming from Allie Loomis. It's an 8-5 game. Stanford's last goal comes here, upper left corner shot. That one's on the money, making it 8-6, but too much SoCal on this day. Goals from Brooks and McKenna Mitchell seal the deal. SoCal wins it 10-6. They take third. Post-game, Mary Brooks talking about SoCal giving some new athletes a chance to play some high-level polo.
We kind of just went out, we had nothing to lose and just had fun. I mean, we played as a team and we had a lot of girls that are new to our team, so it was good to have them get some playing experience and kind of learn from the older girls. And we kind of just went out there and did our best and came out with the win, so that's always good.
On to the first place matchup, the veterans of the New York Athletic Club taking on the up-and-comers of the USA Junior National Team, and we start with a veteran. 3-time Olympic medalist Cammie Craig gets things started, works around a defender, buries this shot 1-0. Not long after, Mackenzie Barr sees an open Colleen O'Donnell. She buries it right in front of the cage. It's 2-0 New York. After keeper Ashley Johnson stopped a penalty shot attempt, Ashley Grossman breaks away to go one-on-one with the keeper. 3-0 New York cruising. But hang on, don't count out the junior squad just yet. Valeria Ayala winding up to score this one, beating the Rio Olympian Johnson to make it 3-1 junior squads on the board. After a goal from the USA junior team's Sarah Class, New York turns to Kaylee Gilchrist off the surfboard into the pool. She powers this shot in, and New York goes in front 4-2. 4:20 left in the half. They go back inside to Craig. She's putting in work in front of the cage, scores another 5-2. Almost no scoring in the third quarter until the junior squad get back on the board. Madison connecting here on the lob shot, and it's a 5-3 game. Fourth quarter now. New York turns back to Gilchrist, hitting here on the penalty shot, 6-3. And then one final goal from Craig, spinning her way to sink this one. It's a 7-3 lead. Cammie Craig, your MVP. Post-game, Kaylee Gilchrist on getting back in the water with Team USA and taking on that junior squad.
Yeah, it was fun. We played the junior team, so we knew it was going to be a good fight. It was a really tough weekend, lots of grinding, lots of hours in the pool, and we came out on top. It's been a lot of fun. This tournament was my first game since Rio, so yeah, that was interesting, but I'm enjoying the surfing aspect.
Don't forget you can watch all the archive games from the U.S. Open from Saturday and Sunday at the Speaker Aquatics Complex right now at youtube.com/USAWP. In addition to the U.S. Open this past week, there was also the Great Lakes Classic taking place on the campus of the University of Michigan, where 4 different teams took home top honors. Now let's go out to Ann Arbor, Michigan in the Great Lakes Classic, where 4 different champs were crowned this past weekend at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. 16U boys final, Wolverine able to edge Spartan. This one went to a shootout. Wolverine takes it, and they would sweep the boys division, as in the 18U boys final. Wolverine defeated Mid-Michigan Raptor, one of the better team names, 11-7. On the girls' side of things, 16U girls final, NIPC able to edge Spartan 12-11. And then in the 18U girls final, some redemption. Spartan defeating NIPC 8-4. But we've got to show you this goal. This is from 18U boys semifinal action. Mid-Michigan Raptor taking on Rockford. Rockford ahead 1 with just about no time remaining. And check out this play. Raptor calls timeout with 2 seconds to go. Their goalie, Sid Murphy, makes a pass towards the goal. And that's Raptors' Cameron Spicer rising up and tipping it home, beating the keeper. That would send it to a shootout where Raptor would win it. What a goal. Congrats to all of our champs at the Great Lakes Classic. Now we turn our focus to big water polo coming this weekend. That's right, finally, the Junior Olympics will begin this weekend in Orange County. The countdown is coming to an end. Schedules are released this week. You can find them at usawaterpolo.org/Junior Olympics. We're excited to be there. We're going to be telling your stories. Don't forget to use the hashtag 2017JOs. We're going to see you around the pool this coming weekend and all next week at the 2017 JOs. And now we close things out as we do every week on the Counterattack with our social media send-off, the best of what we have found on the internet. Don't forget you can get involved, use the hashtag Counterattack, and we'll share your stuff right here on the show next week. And we start back in Ann Arbor at the Great Lakes Classic. Some referees enjoying their time at the event. Chad for Reels on Twitter sharing this. Then we come back to here in Budapest. Maggie Steffens and Rachel Fatal exploring the city. And of course they love water polo here in Hungary. You can see a water polo ball just about anywhere, including in a store window. We go back to the US Open and Kaylee Gilchrist back in the water polo pool and announcing it on Twitter. Maybe a little bit of nerves. Ends up coming away with the title. Matt McLaren tuning into the Olympic Channel and loving the high praise for Coach K. Now we go Flop Friday. Pacific Coast Aquatics goes off the diving board and the flip into the flop looks a bit painful. Check it out. And now we go out to Boston. Olympian Heather Petrie with a slow-mo flop into the Boston Harbor. That looks like a great location for some Flop Friday. Now down to South Africa, where hockey players have challenged water polo players to beat this flop. Super strong commitment here, thanks to Bolin Water Polo for sending this one in. And now we go back to the US Open, and of course, with so many Rio Olympians taking part, it would only make sense that they would give their own US Open Flop Friday edition. Check it out. So there you have it. That's the best of what we saw this week on the social media send-off. Stay involved. Use the hashtag Counterattack. That's going to do it for this week's episode here from Budapest, where we're on a boat and about to go under a bridge. We'll be back with more fun next week from here at the FINA World Championships and also a whole bunch of great action from the JOs. For now, we say so long. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget, when you're on the Counterattack, even in Budapest, look weak side.